Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Alright, guys, so I'm going to do a quick little pick a card here. You can pick the deck. I'm going to use all three decks in the readings, but just choose the one that you want to go with for your energy of the pile. You can watch all of them or just watch one of them. You can watch two of them. Do whatever you want. But we're going to be finding out what someone may be thinking and wanting to say to you at this time. So if you chose number one, we're at 33 seconds. Let's see what's going on for pile number one. What may be somebody thinking and wanting to say. I want to escape, mind altered, and I finally see shadow work. And I know I'm running out of time and patience, so I feel like whoever this person is, they may have had some clarity. They may be starting to see things that they didn't necessarily recognize before. You know, sometimes we stick firmly on one side of a situation, like, well, you did that. And we like ignore all the other parts of things, you know what I mean? And we just do that naturally as a protective thing. Sometimes we get a little bit, messed up about that. So with this, I feel like now that that's being seen, somebody may want to not see that, not be so aware of it. They're trying to maybe push it away. Also with this, somebody may be feeling like, I know I'm running out of time and I don't want to acknowledge that because it's stressing me out, so I want to escape that. I finally see things that I've done wrong, and that's pressuring me, and I know I'm running out of time, but like I don't know how to handle all of this because it's a lot to take. So let's see what else is going on with the situation. Impulsive, always ready for an adventure beside you. So I feel like this person may be kind of going back and forth in themselves a little bit. Like, I'm running out of time. I do want to, but then these parts over here kind of maybe make them act foolish. And I've been careless and foolish with your heart and my own. So I feel like that may be holding them back too. They feel like they may have been impulsive in the past with you, may have done things that kind of led to more problems, may have, did things, didn't see them as they were through your eyes possibly, and now they're recognizing and feeling foolish. They say, you always know exactly what to say and do to make me feel peaceful again. So you do bring peace to this person too, and I hate it. You feel so far away, and yet I know how close you really are. So I feel like this is bothering them. They would like to have peace again and then stop trying so hard to impress me. You already blow me away. This came out last night in the reading that I did, and I feel like this is something that maybe in the energy that was coming through, maybe being perceived as this way, even though you may not actually be doing that. You may not be trying to do that. They could be just seeing that. And then we have the Three of Wands. So I feel like there's an energy of waiting. This person could be waiting for the right moment. There could be something you've been waiting for. This is a new beginning, a valuable new beginning, something that maybe has been a lot of conflict within. Maybe there's been a lot of, pain, a lot of difficulty. With the 5-5, though, there could be things changing, and somebody could be thinking about taking action, communicating, traveling, making a decision. I just had the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and now I've got the Two of Swords. These are both cards of making a decision. So I feel like this person does want to make a new decision to give to you in a different way than maybe they have. They could be checking on you or looking at you at this time and self-sabotaging, kind of holding themselves back because they're not sure. I think they do want to be impulsive, but they know that their impulsiveness may have gotten them into trouble in the past. But they could be trying to overcome, whatever pain or difficulty manifested from that and make the right choice to bring the right type of communication and the right, next level for you wherever you're at this time, and just go at a normal, steady pace rather than this boom, 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 which is that type of energy of like rushing in and being impulsive and then messing things up because you're impulsive, didn't think it out. But with the Four of Wands, I feel like they've had time to think it out, make new decisions, and they may be realizing that this is their Two of Cups, so they may want to rush in to say this, but they could also, again, be shifting perspectives in the way because they don't want to, have you just be like, fuck you. So they're trying to make the right choice here in how they're going to make the judgment call and have the clarity as an emperor to bring a new valuable beginning and passion, but, one that also probably doesn't lead you here because they want a new start, not a repeat of the past. So I feel like seeds are being planted at this time. Whatever you've been waiting on, whatever they've been waiting on, I feel like is coming to a time of a new beginning, a value. So, just have healthy boundaries, keep self-respect going, and take care of yourself. Just, be good. But I'm going to move on to the next one at 5:55. So if you chose this deck, we're going to start with yours. What is this person thinking or feeling? What do they want to say to you? I have, what am I running from? So this person is probably like, what the hell is wrong with me? You are so tempting, and I want to be near you, but I'm running away from you. And she's just like, whatever, dude. Bye, widow. Like, she knows. She knows. She knows. And he's drowning in his despair, but still got his back turned. See, he's got his back turned to her. He's like, oh no, I don't see you over there. I don't like you at all. I'm just gonna live my life over here, running away. But in the meantime, in my emotional body, in my spiritual body, in my mental body, I'm going to telepathically and emotionally and spiritually project over to you every day, all day. But I'm going to keep my physical back turned so that you're like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't understand, man. And it says, I'm sorry for turning my back the times you needed me most. And they've regretted it the second they saw pain in your eyes. So this person probably ran from you. And then that obviously hurt you. So they're like, I'm no good, I'm toxic, and they're missing your warmth. So you could be giving them the cold shoulder, which is probably just because they ran away from you. Like, you're the one that ran away. You're getting a cold shoulder by choice. You get your back turned, fucking turn around and it won't be so cold. But I feel like this person could be also, pile one had this card come through. They could be trying to escape reality. They could be looking at things from a perspective, on their side. There's always two sides to every story, and everybody's always like, well, this is how I saw it, and this is how I saw it, and you said this, and you know what I mean? So they could be trying to, like, escape reality of things, but they could also, like, be distorting things, like, looking at it as you're giving me the cold shoulder, but in reality, they're the one that ran from you. So it's like, you're not doing anything to them. You're just not chasing them. And that may be confusing to them if you chased them in the past. You sparked something deep inside of me, and I want you to ride me. I don't know how this card got in there, but that's from this deck, so I feel like that's something significant there. And I do think they are cleansing their soul, but they are definitely thirsty, and they're like, nothing comes close to how deep you please me. You have no idea how bad they want to taste you. So this person is feeling like that. Let's see what else. I'm going to charm your panties right off your sweet little ass. Okay, so this person may want to charm you because they're thirsty. What did I say? What did I say? So they're missing you. If you pick this pile, they're feeling the desire. The desires. They desire you. Because you're beautiful. Baby, I want you for the rest of my life. They could be wanting you to have a baby, or just make, do the things that make babies. You bring out all of my insecurities. I wonder if I could ever be man enough for you. So they could be, again, self-sabotaging. And then soon we will have the freedom to do whatever we want and get tied up in fun, sexy ways. So they're wanting to get tied up with you. Maybe they've been somewhere else, or you've been tied up, or they've been tied up, but they're like, let's cause an uproar Let's cause some chaos. And this person could have been playing games with you in the past. They could have been, saying one thing and doing another. Like, oh, I've just been busy. Oh, we're like, I don't know who she is. But in reality, may have been doing some stupid shit. And then you got that yummy yum. So they're thirsty for the yummy yum. And they're not enjoying the distance. They hate it because they know you're close by, but you're so very far away. And that ass is so appealing. I would like access you now. And it's taken all of my strength to not come ravage you. So, yeah, definitely can see that they're sexually bound to you, okay? And then we have Chariot. So the Chariot came out in the last pile too, and Magician is here. So I feel like they are going to transform how they're moving towards you. And yes, look at that, the Death card confirming. Come on now. Death card is like transformation. So they're definitely going to be transforming their approach. They could be just looking at you and not saying anything, just, kind of watching you, and avoiding like making any moves, basically just on the outside, the outskirts, but they may be ready to start to give to you in a more balanced way. And this is the same type of message that came through in the last pile. Look at that. Again, Two of Wands, Four of Wands. Two of Cups, Four of Wands is like a soulmate. This is the one. So if they've been hermiting away and hiding away, just kind of like peeking in from the outside, they're finding their clarity to overcome heartache and pain and bring a new beginning of emotional fulfillment, facing the fears and the doubts, the insecurities, so that the two of you could work together and drop the burdens. Because I feel like you both make each other happy, you both miss each other, you both love each other, you both have a lot of passion for each other, you're both sad, and probably want to take a leap of faith, but there's been karma, there's been chains that have been binding you in other ways from having your new beginning and keeping you both out in the cold from each other. So as you work on yourself and they work on themselves, I feel like you're both moving quickly towards a new beginning. New seeds have been planted to grow into your lives, and I do feel like there's going to be a emotional connection that grows here, and there's a new perspective that's been brought about. Maybe this person's recognizing how deep your love actually is, and that you are a wish fulfillment for them. Maybe they juggled that in the past and now they're regretting it, and I think they've always known the passion's been there, but I think maybe they doubted the love, and now their anxiety could be causing them to know they need to make a choice so that you're not gone for good. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next pile. If you chose this cards 1230, we'll say 1244. If you choose the last pile here, we're going to start off with, oh shit, I mixed up my decks. Well, I guess we're going to start off with this mix of, actually, this is the Masculine Madness. These are all my decks that I created, and they are available on my Etsy shop. But, all right, we're going to start with the Masculine Madness 1, then we're going to do the Masculine Madness 2, and then that's my Divine Tarot. So, what are they thinking, feeling, wanting to say, things like that at this time for pile 3 at 1313. I have so much going on inside, I don't know what to do. So this person's contemplating things at this time. When it comes to you, this is a very similar message as the other two piles, so you could have stuck for all of them. Emptiness. My bed feels empty without you. So I feel like they've had a lot of time and a lot of free time, a lot of lonely time, a lot of time to contemplate. And I feel like that's actually kind of been a detriment to them, but at the same time, because there's always opposition of everything. There's good and bad in everything. Like, it's caused them to go into isolation mode and not reach out, not tell you, not do anything because they're just within themselves. But they've also discovered things by being within themselves. So now they've got to overcome that. Is the energy I'm getting here. And then I'm worried about my legacy and my status. So I feel like this has been a detriment to them too, because like when you go after life solely for this and you look for things in ways of like, well, that person has more money, or that person's most likely to be more successful, or that person comes from a better family. Like when you're choosing love based off of that shit, you're gonna be miserable. It doesn't matter if someone's in the bed with you. If you don't have love, if you don't have that passion, that drive, and that passion, that drive, and that love usually opens up the abundance, because you're happy, you're magnetic, you're grateful, you're feeling good, you're feeling vibrant and invigorated, and blessings will come. But when you solely do things from that other place, where like love goes out the window and you're more just calculated, well, like it looks good on paper, I feel like that actually causes people to be more lonely than anything, and then regret their lives because they wish they did it differently, or they wish they had told that person, or people on their deathbed always wish that they had worked less and lived more, cared less and loved more. I'm ready to open my heart, intimacy. So again, this person could have been afraid of intimacy too, so it may have been easier for them to go about the status of life. Look for the, oh, well, she's pretty and she's smart and she's capable. You know what I mean? Could have been looking for the things that were on paper acceptable because they were afraid of love, And then they're like, I know we're meant to be, and I'm committed to our love, so this person is committed to you, probably on a soul level. And I will taste your sweet kiss again, sweetness. So they do want to see you, and kiss you, hold you, love you. Baby, let me love you. I've been there. You said stop. Everything is falling apart. I'm a failure. Instability. So again, getting this type of energy of this emptiness. Even if they're fine financially, even if everything looks good on paper, everything is falling apart. They feel like a failure within because they're not feeling the goodness, And they're like, I just need some time alone. Please don't take it personally. So again, I was picking up on that energy that I was like, it's probably a good thing that they're isolated in the way of like going within and thinking and figuring and trying to see, stuff. But at the other side of this, it's like they've needed it. They're getting sucked into it, but it's been good for them. So don't take it personally that they're not showing up. I know sometimes it's like, the fuck, like, you know what I mean? Because you can tell that they care. You can tell that they don't want that to be the situation, but they also need it to be the situation. So they could have had a lot of anger too, and I'm noticing this here. There's so much anger inside of me, hostile. This was here, right? And I split this other deck over here, and this was there. And I didn't even know that this said that. I knew it said hostile at the moment, but I didn't realize. I was like, yeah, so hostile, anger. But he's like, literally, there's so much anger inside of me. I let my anger get the best of me. I feel like they could have been mad at you, for something stupid. Or you could be mad at them, or they could have just been mad in general, mad at life, mad at women, mad at the world, But I feel like they've been watching you. That message came through in all of them. And they're like, you're so appealing. So they're like, looking at your butt, looking at your booty, looking at your ladiness and masculineness, if you're masculine, asking these questions. I'm a woman, so I usually just read, but you can reverse it, flip it, and reverse it however you need to work it. Needs, you got what I need. So they're like, I need it, I want it, give me more of it. Just because I'm silent doesn't mean I don't care. I listen to my body, listen to my thoughts, feel my heart. So like I was saying with this energy, like, it's weird, It's like you can feel it, You don't need them to say shit. You don't need them to do shit. You don't need them to be anywhere near you to know, okay? And if you don't know that, you can know that. Like, trust it. I think many of you do. So many people that I talk to about this shit, they're always like, oh my God. Like, they feel crazy. But, like, put it this way, guys. I've talked to a lot of you, and you are all experiencing it. So you're not fucking crazy. Like, why would we all be experiencing it? And it's the things that everybody's all afraid to talk about. Everybody's afraid to be vulnerable and just be like, oh my God, like, like I can feel this and I know that. And then this will happen and it confirms it and bop-a-da-boop. All the weird fucking shit, all the synchronicity, all the signs, all the little things that you get connected to them and connected to your situation is real. And I think, even if it turns out to be later that they aren't your twin flame or that they're just a karmic lesson, it won't invalidate the fact that you're experiencing what you're experiencing. So don't worry so much about the labels. Don't worry so much about what other fucking people think or what's normal or what's not normal. people who don't experience this will never understand it, so don't worry about it. I do suggest keeping a lot of things kind of to yourself, because other people do get weird about it, and that will make you get weird about it. And then, it's hard because, like, sometimes you want to talk to people, but sometimes you're better off to just, find the right people to talk to. That's what I was saying. Like the people I've talked to have felt comfortable because I can usually tell, and I'll help them to finish their sentence, when they're telling me things like, oh yeah, so this thing happened, and they're beating around the bush. They don't want to come straight out and say like, oh, he did this. Sometimes people tell me a lot of details around things so that I'll be like, oh, he did that for this, because they know that themselves, but they want me to validate it for them because they know that I'm gonna know. You know what I mean? That's why you guys are here on these readings, to get that validation that you already know. Same with anybody, right? We're guarded. We're holding ourselves back. We don't know how to let people in because society has fucked us up. And we're all afraid of being vulnerable and open and expressive and loving and kind people because that's just weak. Oh no, but it's not. That's the most strong thing you can do, is to overcome that fear. That takes strength beyond anything. It's so hard to stand up and be your authentic, vulnerable self every day. And a lot of times we aren't. A lot of times we do put shit under the rug. I've done it many times, and there's been, like, when I disappear, it's because I'm not in the best place to put myself out there at that moment, but I still try. I still show up. And sometimes I don't know things at the time. Like I do on some fucking weird ass psychic level, but later down the road, I'm like, oh my God, I knew all along, but I didn't know. And then I do know. And that's all we all do. That's all we're all doing out here, is figuring it out as we go. So just know that everything about you captivates them. And I feel like they've got high expectations on themselves because of that. And probably vice versa. I think you both do this to each other. I think that's another part of it. Is people start putting other people on a fucking pedestal. Oh, what do they see in me? What would they want me for? They're the best thing ever. So why the hell would anybody like them love someone like me? And you're mirroring. Okay? So stop doing that stupid shit. And let's see what else. We've got the world. So this cycle's coming to an end. And it's the one of that shit show. It's the one of those judgment calls of like, I'm just not going to say anything because I don't want to look stupid. Or I'm just going to fuck it up. Or I don't deserve it. Or it's never going to work because of this, because of that. Like, when we do that to ourselves, we prolong ourselves from anything. And we put this into every part of our lives. It's not just with one person. It's so subconscious and so deep. A lot of us are struggling. A lot of us are blocking ourselves from our fucking blessings. Okay? Look at her stance. Okay? 7 of Wands, guarded. 4 of Pentacles, guarded. Moon is the subconscious mind. It's the hidden shadow. Okay? And this is the self-sabotaging asshole thoughts, or the sneaky manipulative behaviors. And when we're sneaky and manipulative to others, we're actually sneaky and manipulative to ourselves. And we know everything we do, and we're the one that has to deal with it and, live with that consequence of those behaviors. Because a lot of times, nobody even knows any of the shit that you've ever thought or said or did or didn't do. You know what I mean? You're the biggest judgment call on you, but it's on the subconscious level. And I really like how many, I mean, I don't know, because I've heard some people out there that hold on to shit for a very long time, and they're like very vindictive. I am not like that. So I'm going to assume the people in my community are probably not like that either. Maybe you are, and you'll probably know. But like, when I go through shit with people, it happens, and then I separate myself from it. Like, when it's friends and shit, there's never been anybody, except for the twin flame person, right, that I've ever carried on something with that long. Like, anybody that was, like, X'd out or, like, something bad happened and it was just like, oh, you burned me. It's just, okay, bye, gone. And I don't go, like, sit there and think about it all the time or go keep looking at them or wishing ill of them. But there are people out there who do that. And so I feel like the people out there who are doing that, sometimes we get into those karmic relationships with them because we're doing it to ourselves. And I feel like a lot of us have been guarded and broken and hurt so many times that now we're afraid. And so we're making judgment calls based out of those fears and based out of the programming, societal conditioning, the beliefs from our parents, the beliefs from our siblings, our experiences, our partners, everything we do. It causes us to start doing that. It causes us to start feeling afraid and nervous of opening up and expressing ourselves. But I feel like that is coming to a close and we're ready for a victory. We're ready to move out of the troubled waters into calmer times. And these are both 6s. So we're shifting our mindset and we're finding the true value in life. We're not focused on like the money thing, we're focused more on the value within. Focused on healthy boundaries. We're focused on healthy love. We're ready to fight for what we want in this world, but we're no longer feeling rejected because we've done the healing work. So we found the strength to come together and work together with the right people to have justice and balance with our 10 of Cups, with our King of Pentacles, because you are the Queen of Pentacles or vice versa, and you're ready for the next level. And to receive the love and the abundance that goes along with all of that, because you found the clarity that was necessary to overcome the crazy thoughts and the anxieties and all the things that block us from our blessings. So, yeah, good things are coming. So hopefully this helps you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, doing all the things. All of my stuff is on my Etsy shop and in my website. I have our readings that come back in 72 hours. And we're going to be making candles tomorrow. And I don't know. Got a new deck on my Etsy shop. But yeah, in my name, namaste.